Pardon me. Would you have any Grey Poupon?
Well, you can do school or you can do drugs, but you really can't do both.
Read Dianetics by L. Ron Hubbard, the owner's manual for the human mind.
Wake up, parents. Summertime's over. It's back to school season, dude. No more getting just a little bit of extra sleep in the morning. It's back to, are you seriously 5:45? This is crazy. How are they? And it's the last week of August. We're not even doing it in September anymore. Well, surely then they won't go so far into June. Oh, we're going further into June. We're doing more school, and they're learning less, and they're getting gayer. They're forcing my children to be gay for at least a week every year just to try it out and see if it's cool. And they want to start it in August. What is this, fucking Japan? With us, we have one of my favorite parents in the world. He's Sidney the Kidney, the shadow organ. I'm an absolute comedy devastator. I want you to yank the wheel of your minivan toward the embankment right now and go absolutely crazy for motherfucking Sidney Gantt! It's time to go to the PTA meetings and just start causing a ruckus, dude. What do we do? Why? What? In August?
Yeah.
School in August, dude. What the fuck?
What the hell?
Man, can I say this really quickly? Shoot. So, I used to get called Sidney the Kidney for a long time. Mm-hmm. And then one time in 7th grade, this really hot, retarded chick didn't know why a person called me Sidney the Kidney. She didn't get it. Ooh. And then everybody just stopped. It was like a hot chick ended it because she didn't get it.
Oh,
damn.
I thought you meant actually retarded.
Yeah, I thought she was
hot
Down syndrome.
We would say dits.
Yeah, no,
she was
dits. A hot,
probably
hot,
early big boobs dits.
Very hot dits. Yeah.
Oh man, I don't even get it. And they're like, we don't either. It's stupid. We Sid sucks. Fuck Sid. We like Jessica. Jessica, you're so cool. I'm so glad you said that stuff. I didn't even know why we were talking to Sid.
Then she ended up getting pregnant.
Are you guys ready for back to school, Sydney?
Yeah. We they're actually getting their real summer break right now. They get these last 2 weeks because I do a summer school all year for them, all summer.
What do you mean you do a summer school?
I'm home with them.
Damn.
No. So you got the little chalkboard and you go, okay, kids.
Well, so I give them something to read.
He stands and delivers.
Yeah, I do.
I know you don't think I'll be playing that Nintendo all summer. You better put that motherfucking controller down right now. We gonna read about Frederick Douglass today. I'm gonna take your ass to school. You think that's school? No, that's grades. That's report card. You going to school. Now put these boxing gloves on and open the book.
Yeah. Now it's time to learn what the school
boxing chess. You better checkmate or I'm whooping your ass.
Bubble guppies. Nah, today
Bluey, your ass about to be black and blue.
Yeah.
No, dude.
We get real with it.
Okay, you make them read something.
So yeah, make them read something. They have to read,
like what?
Othello. Read about a black king.
So, you see what they did to his ass. And they even had the internet back then.
Looks like he didn't do his homework.
Damn. Yeah, I'm sure he wanted to watch SpongeBob too.
Well, they after the schooling, they get to do whatever the hell they want. Mm-hmm. Like for the rest of the day, it's whatever they want.
How much time are we putting into summer school?
As long as it takes them.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
That's.
But you want to be done now? You want to work on all day? Because I got all day.
Basically,
I got all day.
you can either make this smooth or you can make this long. That's your choice. That's your choice. And I'm telling you what, if I see even
I'll tell you what.
if I see even a slight watering in your eye, I'm adding more shit. We're doing more.
Yeah, then we're doing reading and push-ups.
Go ahead. Twist your face.
Stop
up if you want
crying. Stop crying.
Twist your face up if you want.
Stop crying. Yeah. Oh, you gonna make faces?
That better be a thinking face.
And I swear to God, if I turn my back and one of you make a face and the other two don't tell on that person who's making a face.
Oh man, and that runs from what, June 13th to August 29th?
No, they get a week after school to chill, and then we get into it, and then they get the last 2 weeks before school to chill.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then we read this the Alchemist this year.
Okay.
And so they have to read, and whatever word they don't know, they have to write it down in the page that it's on. And then we go back to that word. They have to read the sentence that it's in, tell me what they think it means from the context of the sentence. Mm-hmm. And then we look up the word so they learn what it actually means, and they just write down the definition. So they have like a paper with all these words on it that they learn.
I get into this. Yeah, I mean, I don't see myself ever putting this kind of effort into anything, even my children.
It's fun.
And I believe you.
Yeah, it's fun.
Now, were there any words that you didn't know you had to bluff?
I mean, well, yeah. So a couple of the words, like the names for, because again, the Alchemist is like it's an Arabian book, pretty much. They're in the Middle East.
What's the setup of the Alchemist? I know.
I'm going to be honest. I don't know what alchemist means.
It's like a made up thing, I think.
Yeah.
Real.
Alchemist is like a pharmacist, no?
No, alchemists are guys that tell you
Not
they
far
can
off.
turn they could turn like coal into gold or something like that. Right?
It was lead, but yeah.
Like wizards?
Yeah.
Like wizard.
They're
wizards.
Wizards.
They're chemistry.
No, like
Or are they
science
shysters?
They're science wizards. Yeah, it's not real.
That might
Yeah.
be shysters.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think.
It's
Am I way off? I don't know anything actually.
I mean,
They use
We
an
need to
apostle.
my dad never took me to school.
We need to sign up for Sid Summer School.
Yeah, true. We just missed class.
That's crazy, dude.
it just ended.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And we just
my
You
missed
try to
application
register
and
late for Sid Summer School? What the hell? We ain't that black at Sid Summer School. We ain't that black. Yeah. So The Alchemist is a book about this guy who's basically trying to find his life purpose. And he's a sheep herder in a small village, and he meets this dude that tells him that he's being a bitch, and he needs to get out into the world and find his life purpose. Like, he wants to marry this baker's daughter, and he doesn't feel like he's good enough. And the guy's like, yeah, because you haven't done anything. Go do some shit and come back and see if she still wants to fuck with you.
Ooh. Whoa,
And-
this sounds like pretty important literature.
It is. It is.
This sounds like something I might have missed out on.
Yeah. So he goes to Egypt, and he ends up in an oasis. At some point, he goes to see the pyramids. He goes and does all this shit, and then spoiler alert, he ends up finding that his treasure that he was seeking was back in his home village the whole entire time.
Oh, okay. So this is like one of those like timeless, like you could transport this to any culture allegory type things for puberty, basically.
It is. The only thing I don't like about
cool.
it is that the treasure that he have found that was actually home was an actual treasure that was in an abandoned church.
Now I like that.
Yeah.
Now, okay, now you're really speaking to me.
Yeah.
If he got back and he found out it was inside him the whole time, I'd seriously burn the book. I'd have it banned.
I mean, but you also want your kid to know that it is inside them the whole time.
Yeah, but I also want to know that there is stuff that you might find that is like very valuable and you can sell it.
That's also true. That's very important. Capitalism.
Like,
is very
there
important in our
are
house.
barrels of discarded copper around.
For sure.
Okay? Or not even discarded. It might be useful,
Yeah.
but you could probably steal it.
I think that's the gamer in you, like walking around, like finding.
Does this book have any achievements? I could 100% this book.
Yeah. So then we do that, and then there's math packets that they get from their school, and then Ainsley also finds math stuff
my
for them
God,
to do.
dude.
Like, she's the math. She corrects
right.
the math.
She works at school.
Yeah.
Right.
So I had them do the stuff, and I don't help them correct the math stuff because I don't want to get embarrassed. Like, Ainsley's like an advanced mathematician. She's not gonna.
But you're no math slouch.
I'm no slouch, but they're.
He's
doing
no
shit
matician.
I'm not a matician.
He's no matician.
I'm not a matician. I'm a mather.
Yeah, you're right in the middle. Sure.
Yeah, I'm more of a mathist, if you will. But do you know the new math that they're doing, like all the new ways that they're calculating things?
Which I think is overblown. I think that they're mostly just trying to help kids do it in their heads.
I agree with. I don't. I think it's
Like
sometimes
you subtract by
complicated.
adding up from the lower number and stuff like that.
Dude, and they
that
have
kind
this
of
like
thing.
lattice system for multiplication where they draw these lines.
I
and
know
stuff.
about lattice.
Oh, dude,
Which
I mean,
is-
the abacus worked for
That's the box.
a million years.
It's the
you know?
box.
Yeah.
And again, I don't disagree with it. It's just like it'll take me longer to figure it out than it would take. Like Ainsley will be like, "Oh yeah, I get that right away," and then she can just help them work it out. But I would have to learn it.
Right.
With that.
I think it was an arbitrary. I think it was a change that didn't need to be made, though. I think, and this has been talked to death by much smarter and much dumber. I give myself credit. Dumber people will talk about.
Oh
it.
yeah.
I think they changed up math. And by the way, test scores are falling nationwide. Every child is getting dumber.
Yes.
It probably has something more to do with like engagement in school, but they changed it up. I think. You ready? I think it was simply a device to get children's like academic trust removed from the parents and shifted entirely towards the school.
So they can make them get.
So now mom and dad, that's
That's all it's been.
Mom and dad can't help
Yeah.
you with math. And also don't tell them that you secretly would like sex reassignment surgery and we can help you.
It is.
And
So-
and there's a lot of ground to cover in between that. And I've done bits and pieces. We're not retreading that right now. I'm saying we didn't need new math. It's fine. But it confused all the parents. The parents didn't have time to go back and do all the reps to learn it themselves. So they just kind of put their hands up. Now kids are completely lost. The kids are rudderless.
Yeah.
They're failing at rates that we're never going to be able to correct, and it's directly translating into gun violence. But that's not that's neither here nor there. I'm talking about Sydney Summer School.
Yeah, which is fine because like that is one of the reasons why I wanted to. I mean, we've been doing this for like a few years, and one of the reasons is because I didn't want to be so hands off that they can get in my kids' heads. However, I don't know if I have that much to worry about because my kids love my conspiratorial mind.
Yeah. Oh
They
yeah. If you
fucking
type your
love
kids in, they respond to it very well.
Yeah.
It's the only cure.
Yeah, we just had a fun little conversation the other day where, like during the Olympics, Noah Lyles painted his fingernails, and my son was like, "Dad, do you think if a man paints his fingernails, it's gay?" And that was a really fun moment because I could have given like a politically correct answer, or I could let him see who his dad is.
Oh yeah.
You know, and I was like, "Yeah, it's gay."
Yeah.
You know, although listen, there are straight men that do it. You know, I don't know why they do it.
They're putting on the dress.
Yeah,
putting on the dress.
basically.
That's what it is. They're putting on
and
Big
then
J. Okerson, we're talking to you.
yeah,
Take the dress off, dude.
Yeah. It's like you're one of them, man. You don't have to do their weird shit.
Come on, dude.
Yeah. Come on, man.
What's going on?
Trying to make
here?
us feel better about doing it?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna fall for it, dude. I'm no goy retard. Dude. But that's not what I'm talking about.
yeah,
I'm talking about Sydney School.
yeah, City school, right? So then it was like, well, what do you think? You think it's gay? And he was like, yeah, I think it's gay. And I was like, well, what if your sisters wanted to paint your nails? Would you let them paint your nails? And he was just like, they tried, Dad. And I stood my ground.
Hell yeah.
You know?
I had this talk with Ben.
Yeah.
I had this talk with Ben a few years ago, probably right before, he became interested in girls. But he was hanging out with friends and a group of the girls painted his fingernails. And it was a big like, isn't it so crazy? Ben's nails are painted. And, and as soon as everyone like moved on to something else, I pulled him aside and said, hey man, they're going to keep doing this stuff to you. Okay.
Yeah.
And they're never going to see you as a boy.
Yeah.
You're going to be like a piñata for girls. And then when and I promise it'll come, when you flip the switch and you start wanting hugs and kisses and stuff, guess what, dude? Not a chance.
Not
Nah.
from them.
Not a chance.
Not from my best friend.
And he's like, what? But they liked it and they gassed me up. I'm like, nah, dude.
Yeah.
Put it into it now.
So
And it worked. And he never did it again.
Yeah. So it's going to, it hasn't happened. Finn hasn't gotten his nails painted yet. And I told him, like, listen, if you do, I think a good loophole is let them do a clear coat.
No.
For the one time.
Don't paint them.
If it's
Just
gonna
polish
happen
them up a
one
little
time,
bit.
do the clear coat.
I'll tell you
and
why I
just-
disagree. Go
Just
ahead.
get them buff.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
I disagree because a clear coat, number one, is going to be undetectable to most people. Okay, if you're looking at my son's fingernails closely enough that you can notice a clear coat, it's like, hold on, step back. That's close enough.
Yeah.
But he's going to go, okay, well, this actually does look pretty nice, and you can't really see it. All it looks like is I have healthy nails, so why not just keep doing this?
See, but we already had that discussion.
Okay.
He was like, but even that's gay.
Okay.
And I was like,
Thank
you're
God.
right. You're right.
I hope every father is as lucky as
Yeah,
you.
but it might. But I said to him, I was like, at a point, you could be in a situation with a girl where allowing her to do a clear coat could move you closer to other goals you might have. Just keep that in mind.
But you're playing with fire, man.
Yeah, exactly.
You're
He has to know
slacklining
that.
to the pussy, and it's like,
Yes.
bro, you could just walk on the ground, man.
Yeah.
It's slower to walk on the ground. It's faster to bounce on the slack line. But like, dude, you're playing a very dangerous game.
Which was also explained to him.
Okay.
Yeah, like, because there'll be other ways for you to get to your goals, and there will be other girls that will not have you walk that line.
Yeah.
So you
I think
don't-
that's more the point I go with.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Good.
No. I mean, it's just like, because you're in a situation as a father when you have a kid around the age that our sons are, where it's like you're trying to like kind of let him know how to get pussy without actually being a lesson on how to get pussy.
Yeah, and then also you have to be like, also you can't even view it as trying to get pussy.
Yeah.
Like, even though you're talking about developing a very specific skill set. And then you're
That makes
constantly
me dangerous for your daughters.
and you're constantly reiterating like, I wish someone explained this stuff to me, but also like you can't let it run your life. It's like, oh man, and then so I just go, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah.
I go, look, man, don't get any diseases, don't get anyone pregnant. It's all going to be confusing probably for the rest of your life. Just don't stress about it, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll tell you, this was something, we have a bunch of stories to catch up on from last week that we sort of started on, and then we became consumed with basically summing up existential dread. This was I remember something about this from back maybe 10 years ago, but it got reshared this week on some bullshit. And it's an article. The headline is, "My 7-year-old said he died in 9/11 attack and remembers being buried under rubble." Cade became obsessed with planes and was terrified of tall buildings when he was 3. He told his family he died in the World Trade Center during the 9/11 terror attacks. Here, I'll bring this over for you guys. And I'm just like, dude, first of all, my 7-year-old can't tell me shit.
It's like he looks like a little shit, dude.
Like, are you for real?
He looks like a little shit.
Oh, and you're saying chocolate milk would make you feel better about 9/11? Right. Got it. Yeah, right.
I don't lick my lips in the winter. That's the burns from the steel beams.
Yeah. No, I didn't crayon on the wall. That's the lives that we lost. Here, check this out.
Yeah, this is Bad Little Boy fell asleep during 9/11 documentary, and now he has a loophole.
Yeah. Now I get whatever I want, whenever I want. There was always something extraordinary about Cade from the moment he was born. His parents, Molly and Rick, had been told they could never have children and felt blessed to have a miracle son. First of all, it feels like every day I read 15 stories about people who were supposed to never have a child. It's like, who's telling you that?
Yeah, maybe you just weren't getting fucked right the whole time.
Yeah, it's like seems like you can have a kid.
Yeah, it seems like it's probably the easiest thing ever, and we've been doing it for a million years.
Dude, I think doctors are on that shit now.
They're pretending.
They're trying to get like women on all kinds of crazy extra medications and do these tests and shit that they don't need.
Yeah, and now they're flooding your wife or girlfriend's brain with these hormones that they would be able to. They probably can produce normally, but now you've daisy chained so many medical solutions together that it is, quote, impossible to conceive. It's like, oh yeah, we put you on anti-anxiety medication because you were getting periodic migraines, and a side effect of that caused like depression. So now we have you on an antidepressant, and then also like it's spiking your blood pressure. So we have you on a blood thinner, and it's like, well, if you want to have a kid, what we could do is put you on an estrogen booster that's going to turn you into essentially a physically weak serial killer, and then your husband has to still try to have sex with you.
Yep. My wife got her IUD out, and they were like, "Yeah, you got to go to all these specialists now if you're trying to have a baby." And she's like, "What?"
How about I just get plowed out? How about I just get dumped in for a while and see what happens?
Yeah, as often as possible.
But like immediately, like she didn't even bring it up.
I can tell you from experience, if you're hoping to conceive a child, the best thing you can do for your fertility is overdraw your bank account and I would say run out of gas in your car. I think you'll get pregnant pretty
Dude, I might have twins.
Take it from me, fertility expert Tim Butterly.
Well, you guys are trying to make a child?
We don't know yet.
Okay.
We want the option open. We want the option
If
open.
you're in there?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Okay.
cool, man. Whoa.
I'm just glad to get my nemesis out of her fucking pussy, dude. I hated that fucking thing. Dude. I'm sick of bashing the head of my dick against that.
But now you're pulling out though, right?
No
Yeah.
way.
You wish, dude.
What the hell?
Yeah, he's pulling
Pulling out. We don't fucking pull out around here.
Well, I mean, not into
Did you see the sign on the door?
Yeah. Did you see the fake street sign that I had? It says no girls allowed and also no pulling out.
Deposits only, dude.
What did you think that sign meant, Danny?
But it was a banking thing.
Yeah.
Dude, nothing fucking weirds me out like my boys not nutting raw. That really gets under my skin. I'm sorry if I feel like I'm really getting pissed off about this. It's just like, you don't drop that on me.
Yeah.
Pulling out. What are you, fucking homeless? Stop.
You need to save it?
Yeah, what are you going to do with it?
Yeah. I mean, until you're ready, until you guys are officially ready. I get it, Dave.
Yeah, and then thinking that you're ready.
Do your thing, Dan.
What a fucking What a fool to think you're ready for a child.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
There's no such thing as ready.
There's no such thing as ready. There's no such thing as a good time. Like, come on, man. There's no such thing as not being able to conceive.
Yeah.
I think it's all grind set. You just got to be on the grind set, and I think it'll be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I'm kind of like, I'm a doctor a little bit.
Yeah.
I went to horse school for a bit. I know how ladies work.
With the horse school?
I went to horse school for Delaware
far did
Valley
you get?
University, a semester. I raised horses. I learned how to. I watched the horse nut. I watched him nut into the thing.
EMTs only go to school for 6 weeks.
Yeah, we talked about
I'm pretty
that.
sure you could learn about horses fucking in a semester. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I think I got it.
Yeah. And plus, Noah has a very old phone and spends most of his time foraging, so he's probably more tapped into a lot of natural processes than
Dude, I could. Oh my! Should I be a midwife?
you could probably listen to someone's uterus. Yeah.
You could be a
You should be a
doula.
mid-husband.
That's the plan.
Yeah, no, dude.
I'll listen to a uterus. I'll knock around in there.
Just say hello.
Hey, I'll go. Hey,
doing fine.
Hey, what's going on? I'd say,
I'd
hey,
say
is there
let's
a
all
baby
get
in
off
here?
his back, let him grow. Let him cook.
He's just cooking.
Man,
Oh, I
I'm
see.
happy to tell you your uterus, your what do they call it? Your
Womb?
No, your what's the baby at first?
Fetus?
Fetus is cooking.
Yeah, I'd say you got a bun in the oven.
Yeah. Yeah, mid-husband no is the next step. So this kid thinks he was in 9/11, and his parents thought they could never have kids. I know someone who was on the this is recently, probably the most recent pregnancy news I received. No, second most recent pregnancy news I received. They were about to take out loans for an IVF treatment that they had been like kind of cattle shooted into over the course of months with doctors. They were seriously on the and these are people who are like financially stable. They were about to take out like private loans so they could pay off, tens of thousands of dollars for a treatment. And as they're like suffering over the decision to do this or not, just regular accidentally pregnant. I guess not accidentally.
Yeah.
They were very focused on it. But like, the stress of the doctor's appointments, it's all a fucking racket, dude.
Yeah.
And then
We know another, like, including the people you're talking about, we know another person that just had that same situation, like outside of that. Yeah.
yeah, so
And it's-
don't fall for it.
It is ridiculous.
Don't fall for it. And then then you go through with the treatments, right? Well, what
Which
these
don't
people
do. Those treatments are insane.
Yeah.
It's that, I feel like pumping women.
It's like
full of all
chemo. It's essentially chemo for your womb.
Basically.
Actually, I don't know exactly.
Well, no. Let's no. Let me. I'm gonna walk back on that.
Yeah. Let me pump the brakes.
I jumped on it a little too quickly.
Yeah.
I heard it's like, and I was like, I'm already with this.
No, it is like a different thing. It is one thing that it is kind of like another thing, and the other thing's not good. That's my default mode.
I feel like all those estrogen treatments for women is like a gateway drug into burlesque.
Ooh.
Like, especially because like when it doesn't all work out and their head gets all fucked up and twisted.
Yeah, time
then
to
they get
embrace
into
my
burlesque.
middle-aged sexuality.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
No, just and then
Big burlesque is at the top of this.
Damn.
Yeah.
The pasty industry is going crazy.
And don't forget, Big Burlesque at the top of the mountain is in the Predator fist bump with drag. By the way,
For sure. So yeah, it's 9/11 kid.
even his own grandmother admitted that he was different. He was like an old man. He wasn't like the bouncing baby. He just looked at you like, "Who are you? What are you?" She said. By the way, this is like normal people don't even know what thinking looks like. Like a child was taking in the world around. What do you expect him to do, dude? He's not a fucking rugrat. By the time he was 2, he was using very intricate, intelligent words and could hold conversations
His
with
dad
adults.
probably had him reading The Alchemist.
True. He just went to Sydney school.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at his. First of all, this is his mom, by the way. And you want me to tell? First of all,
She looks like Shelley Duvall.
these are not American teeth.
Those are gopher
You gotta
teeth.
watch out for any bitch with that haircut. Dude.
Yeah, she looks like the lady from the documentary about having sex with the retarded guy. Tell them that you love them. And you know what? And don't let me. This is a mother, and she's happy to have a child, but it's like, bro.
It's like just having a regular kid isn't good enough for you.
Yeah.
Speaking to LMN for a program called The Ghost Inside My Child in 2011, Molly recalled, I would be in bed and Cade would just start crying in the middle of the night and he would wake up screaming about working in a tall building.
He just gets a 9 to 5. He just wants to be a podcaster so bad.
I don't understand why we keep hiring these people. They come out of school with no actual skills. Why do we keep hiring people with gender studies degrees? We're an accounting firm.
I could have
makes
been
no
working from
sense.
home this whole time.
I hate this.
and he could see the Statue of Liberty from his office. It's like, okay, your son's dreaming about maybe the most iconic shape in the entire country.
He just saw Home Alone 2.
Yeah.
He just saw Home Alone 2.
Yeah, if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere.
Oh my
In a past life, my son said that he worked in Rockefeller Center with Alec Baldwin. he was a female writer for a comedy show.
He kept telling me his name was Lemon.
He told me he dreamt that he was falling with the building, like the way he died. It's surreal to have a 3-year-old talking about New York and talking about death. Honestly, I started to think, could he have been in the World Trade Center? But there was a huge part of me that said, wait a minute, that can't be.
Yeah, lady. This baby born in 2011.
Look, man, I know I've met people that are putting their kids in dresses they're putting their sons in dresses for social media. I've seen the clout chase, dude.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I've even seen the darkest of it. I've seen way more worse stuff from strangers, but even just from people I've encountered in the real world, the clout chase is fucking insane.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it above anyone to be like, yeah, I have a reincarnated accountant in my 3-year-old. My first question would be like, oh yeah, tell me literally anything else about your life.
And of course, he's like an accountant. He wasn't like a janitor there, or
He's an accountant.
Or what if he was a hijacker? Yeah, what if Fritz started saying that he did 9/11? And I got on the news. Yeah, my son told me he dropped his passport within a 3-mile radius of the World Trade Center, and they found it on the ground. He can remember this, and he wasn't even born yet. How would he know?
He step by step told me how to take off on a plane.
And then you know what? Watch this, Fritz. How do you land a plane? I don't know.
I don't know. It's like, brother, the proof's in the pudding.
I don't know. How do you land a plane? Come on, man. Isn't the kids are so sweet? But yeah, he flew the plane.
He did it. That's him.
Yeah. Every time I'm trying to airplane Cheerios into his mouth, right before it gets there, he closes his mouth.
Yeah, he takes the spoon from me with a box cutter.
He keeps telling me about all these virgins that he has and waiting for him.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Oh man,
It's just crazy stuff.
oh dude, you get so sick of the virgins that you get reincarnated into my son. Guys, real quick, college football is about to be epic with MyBookie. MyBookie sportsbook and casino platform lets you bet on every game and win anytime, all from your mobile device. You don't even need an app. Just go online, sign up, and you're ready to go. MyBookie has tons of ways to win. Look, the kids are going back to school. You had to go out, you had to buy clothes, you had to buy sneakers a size and a half too big because you know they're growing right through them. You're looking at your pockets and you go, we really caught some deals. Maybe I got a little bit more left over than I thought. Maybe if you're really good to, throw this into getting way too emotional about college football, you owe it to yourself to do that. If you don't blow off a little bit of steam like that every now and then, you're going to become a family annihilator. So make every game and every play exciting when you bet with MyBookie. There's no need to download an app. Just click on my link in the show notes, sign up, and you're ready to bet. Lock your futures in now while you're waiting for the season to begin, and use promo code BUTTERLY to claim a bonus up to $1,000 on that first deposit. That's promo code BUTTERLY to start the college football season off with house money. Don't ever miss out on the action. Bet anything, anywhere, anytime, only with MyBookie. Cade's dad, Rick, added, we didn't show him anything. There's no way he could have known about it.
That sounds worse than if, like, the idea of having your kid not know anything about the world at that point and not be kind of introduced to anything that shows them anything about New York City by that age. That's abusive.
Oh, yeah. Even just like some iconic title sequences from movies. You know what I mean?
You would have to have your kid trapped in a box to not experience this shit.
I mean, Sunday Night Football, any news program.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie.
Yeah.
Early, there's other
Looney
stuff,
Tunes.
but
Looney
I think
Tunes.
that's
every cartoon.
Looney Tunes, yeah.
Every cartoon at some point takes place in New York City.
Yeah. Was Die Hard 1 in New York City? No, but With a Vengeance was, and that was a really good one, and people kind of don't give it up enough for it. I know it's the third movie in the Die Hard series, and 1 and 2 are so good, but like Die Hard with a Vengeance is really, really good, and you're not going to show that to your 2-year-old and let them think you were in 9/11.
Bruce Willis doesn't remember 9/11.
Whoa.
Uh-oh. Wait, what happened?
His brain doesn't work anymore. Wait,
Bruce Willis's brain doesn't
does he
work
not
anymore?
remember it, or can he just not communicate?
How can you tell?
What happened to Bruce Willis? I'm very out of the loop.
He's got what happened to Bruce Willis's brain? He's suffering from a disease called fuck. Wait, Bruce Willis's wife is saying goodbye.
Oof.
But he's still alive. He's still alive.
Oh.
But no, I'm not watching an 18-minute video about Bruce Willis's wife saying goodbye. That's fucking psychotic, dude. Maybe it's called Bruce Willis's disease. Oh no, Sid, I'm about to break your fucking heart, man.
Yeah,
I'm sorry about
this
this.
is already getting my heart's already going.
No, what do you mean? He doesn't remember all of the I remember all the things that he did.
Man, he was in so many iconic movies.
Pulp Fiction.
He has frontotemporal degeneration.
Oh no, his frontal lobe is deteriorating.
Aphasia, I guess is what it's called. And
Is this like his brain?
yeah. Sid, you son of a bitch. I guess. Well, what a great time for us to. Anyway, Bruce Willis's brain is failing him.
Yeah. What does the frontal lobe do?
Most of it, I think.
Yeah.
I think almost all the important stuff. Like and this is me assuming, but like anything that's not like breathing, blinking, your heart beating, knowing what it feels like when you have to pee or even poop, like all the manual stuff, I think is up front. The decision making, the communication stuff, and so he can't do any of that anymore. And they kind of just shuffle him around.
Was there a movie where Bruce Willis was in where he wore the dress? Did they get Bruce Willis in a dress?
Good question. I don't think so.
I think white guys are kind of permanently like they're in the dress
Compared to black guys.
compared to black guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're closer to. They're dress adjacent.
yeah.
I mean, well, that's at least what black guys think about them.
Yeah, I know.
I think
For
that's
sure.
true though.
You think white guys are in the dress by default?
Kind of. I
You
think
think black guys being so cool is them trying to not be in the dress?
yes.
And then the people who kind of facilitate everything, who I mean, whatever group they come from, they kind of say, all right, black guys, you want to play the game? You want to be with the big boys, the white guys?
Put on the dress.
Put on
Yeah.
the dress.
Well, I think
You'll look very beautiful.
so sexy. So sexy. Very good.
I kind of get it.
Oi.
Because white guys make the early sacrifice of learning how early to sacrifice some of who you are to get along with the group. You don't learn that as
That
a
is,
kid.
I think they refer to that as the white man's burden.
That is the white man's burden.
Yeah.
And like
Hiding your best qualities because you want everyone to kind of feel a little bit more relaxed.
yeah. And then when
It's called having chill.
right? So then when that quality gets you to a point where you can amass enough power to look around and see all the other people that didn't do that, you make them put on the dress.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. And me as a white guy, I'm down here in the dress. I'm looking up at black guys. I'm going, don't put it on, dude. Don't be like us.
Yeah.
Shit sucks. You know, I wasted a lot of time being a fucking faggot. And it might be terminal. I think I'm a faggot forever. You guys don't do it. Don't be like me. We didn't show him anything. We didn't show him any classic cinema. We didn't show him Spider-Man 2003. You know what I mean? He missed out on some of the coolest stuff ever.
No Ghostbusters.
Zero Ghostbusters.
No Ghostbusters at all.
Not one Billy Joel song.
That's
Dude,
sad.
imagine being 3 years old and never listening to Billy Joel. That's
You've never heard of Moving Out.
oh my
You don't know Anthony's song.
wow, man.
Zanzibar, where even is that?
What's the point of having a kid if you're not going to show it cool shit?
I know. It's like you're not going to put your kid on.
That's
That's what happens though. You deprive your kid of anything cool, and they go, well, I know how I got here. I was devoured in a 90-floor inferno. That's no duh, dude.
Yeah.
Of course I don't know anything cool. The family didn't know anyone involved in the terror attacks at the World Trade Center on September 11th, 2001. Thank you for putting the full.
It's like so you say.
Yeah, right.
So you say.
Yeah.
Cade, who was
The
born
late,
in,
you doth protest too much.
he was born in 2004 and had never been to New York. I noted it as an oddism, but I never thought anything of it. I just thought he had a vivid imagination, Molly told the program. But as Cade got older, he became obsessed with planes and was frantic around tall buildings. It's like, okay, have you ever met a toddler, a preschooler?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're putting him in front of something a million times bigger than him. And he's a baby. He's definitely gonna be like, whoa.
I remember Ben had the same issue. Ben got we went to the Washington Monument when Ben was in like, I don't know, middle school, elementary school. And standing next to the Washington Monument filled him with such a sense of unease that he had to excuse himself.
Whoa.
Like tall stuff is terrifying.
For sure.
It is. You never, because you don't see people making shit that big as a kid. You don't know how. Like, what is this?
Yeah.
It's a wonder.
And that's not going to fall on me because everything I've ever made taller than me has fallen on me.
Yeah, for sure.
And you're not showing him anything, so he doesn't know about the engineering behind it.
Nothing.
Cade was petrified by the airplanes, like they were monsters. He wasn't scared of them being in the air. It's more like he was scared of where they were going. It's like, all right, dude, shut the fuck up. You pulled that out of the mind of a 2 or 3 year old?
Yeah.
The destination? First of all, it's not where they were going. They were going to California, which is nice. It's the guys that were on it that he should. If he knows so much about 9/11, he knows the planes didn't do anything.
Yeah.
It was the guys on them.
Scared of pilots.
Yeah, planes don't fly into buildings. Arabs do. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, that's how I would. If I was the child psychologist and I had to perform like a sneaky test to prove that was wrong, I would show him tall buildings and he'd go, ah! And then I would show him 7 Arab guys in pilot school. And if he didn't react, I'd be like, I knew this kid was full of shit.
Okay, you just a bitch.
Video footage shows a 7-year-old Cade in the car while driving around a busy city with tall buildings. He states, that feels creepy. I just don't like to look at. So now at this point, he's 7 years old, Fritz's age. Mm-hmm. I would consider myself, among everybody I know, the leading expert in 7-year-old boys, as I spend all of my time with one. Mm-hmm. That feels creepy. I just don't like to look up. I would not like to go in that tall building. That big shiny one looked just like the Twin Tower. It brings back a lot of memories, but I'm not going in it, okay? So now, like, all right, so now I'm sitting across from Fritz, and when I talk to this boy, I stare at his eye. I can't believe this kid is captivating. And some of the stuff he says, though, I just go, what even made you think that? Mm-hmm. What snuck past your brain and you pulled that out of it because it doesn't make any sense, dude. And I have to gently course correct him and make him think the right stuff. But if I can picture him saying this. I mean, have you ever heard a 7-year-old tell you about a dream? Eventually you just go, all right, man, now you're just adding stuff. Shut up. Yeah. Shut the fuck up. Oh, all of the characters from all of your favorite stuff were in your dream? Okay, dude, listen. I've been dreaming a long time. That's not what it's like.
At one point, when a 7-8-year-old is telling you their dream, they start to see you losing interest, and they start trying to think of what are the things Dad is interested in.
They go, yeah, and did I tell you that Spider-Man was on a motorcycle? And you go, oh, really? You know, I like those. And he goes, yeah, it was pretty prominently featured.
And then you were there.
Motorcycles the whole time.
And then you were slapping Mom's butt in the kitchen.
Whoa, okay, I'm listening.
Sounds like you had a pretty cool dream.
Wow.
What was she wearing?
Dr. Doom was eating ass? Whoa, nice.
Interesting.
Molly admitted that she couldn't make excuses for her son's behavior for a while, but it got out of a point where it couldn't deny it anymore. He just flat out said that he was in a building that was hit by something, that had exploded, and that he had fallen. The pieces suddenly came together like a puzzle. The planes, the tall buildings. This person was at the World Trade Center. It's like, well, where's the babies that were in Tower 7? I want to talk to them.
What about the Pentagon babies?
You know, let's talk to them. Where's the? By the way,
Where are the Schwenksville babies?
you know, where's the
Where are those
Stephen Paddock babies?
Those brave babies. You know, that baby was framed, I heard.
You know what? My son dreams about Stephen Paddock a lot. He says he can't remember firing a single round, if you can believe that.
Interesting.
And 2 of my other kids, they both were helicopter pilots the night of the Route 91 festival shooting in Las Vegas. And I'll tell you what, they both turned off their transponders. So what does that mean?
Things seem to be falling into place.
When I was falling, I was still alive, and then all the rubble hit me. I didn't feel anything because I died. I was like, all right.
Okay.
Shut up, dude.
Okay, buddy.
Wait, who was that dude?
This
Is
guy?
that the
That's
father?
Cade's dad, Rick, which is like, you're going to tell me you trust this guy? First of all, he's
Exactly.
wearing a Guy Fieri shirt.
Look at his bitch ass ears. Why are they so red?
Because he's lying.
Yeah.
He knows he's lying.
From this one image, I can tell you right now, this is a dishonest man. Hold on, let me zoom this in. Look at this shit, dude.
You know, no, his ears are like that because he doesn't ever stop listening to his wife's bullshit. Dude, he just
Yeah, man,
takes it
she's
all
pretty
in.
convinced, and it's like, you know, I picked up an extra shift. I've been really tired lately. She's doing the whole 9/11 thing, and I'm sorry, what was the question again? Yeah, look how red those ears are, dude. And you're telling me this is honesty?
Nah.
Bullshit, dude. Get back to the brewery job. Cade's dad. Okay.
Cade's dad, dude. Ugh.
She shared her son's story on a web board, hoping to find answers, and discovered there had been a man who worked and died at the Twin Towers whose life mimics what Cade describes his life and death was.
Oh, really? An
Every
accountant?
person in the fucking building?
Wow.
Like, how did you single out this guy?
Yeah, I pulled up the obituary, the pictures, but I'd never thought about contacting the victim's family.
Thank
oh my
God.
But I bet you they did.
Oh my fucking God.
Continuing to follow through with anything to do with 9/11 may interrupt their mourning process, but also, what would you say? Your son didn't die. He's just someone different now. I would imagine if someone called me with that, I would hang up the phone. Molly said she now knows the truth about who the man was, but added, as a mother, I'm feeling very helpless. I can't make this memory go away. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to fix this. She described her and her husband's heartbreak as being, quote, lost for years over their situation, and said Cade struggled to make friends because other children would call him a liar and laugh at him. It's like, yo, is he leading with that? Yo, give him some new.
Hey,
First
my
of all,
name is Cade, and I died in the Twin Towers on September 1st, 2001. I was actually an accountant, and I had a wife and kids, and I actually fell, and I didn't feel the rubble, but I saw that I was hit by rubble.
And here's my drawing of the.
Hey, Cade, what are you drawing? What are you drawing over there, buddy? I'm actually drawing the building.
Is that a propeller? That's a propeller plane.
Oh my god,
that's a propeller plane.
That's a fake plane.
Liar.
Fraud.
Liar. Got him.
Dude, I want to clown this little boy so hard. Fuck this kid. I hate it.
Cade, go on Tim Butterly's show.
Open invite to Cade anytime he wants to come
He's
on.
20 years old now. He was born in 2004.
Oh, wow.
Oh, so it's like, okay, then, yeah, fuck off. Sir. You're an adult.
Please tell me what his life path is
Cade,
now.
get on here, dude.
I want to fight him.
Let's find his face.
Yeah, you think he'll fight me? I want to fight you for control of the spirit inside your mind. Let me see. So, I don't know if they contacted.
Let's challenge him to a loser admits he wasn't in 9/11 match.
I had nothing to hide. You think you're so in 9/11, dude? Come prove it.
Come prove it, dude.
Skankfest in Las Vegas.
Carnival of Combat 2. I'm fighting this boy.
After the interview recently resurfaced on you, many wondered how he's getting on, as some recalled similar situations with their children who went on to outgrow their past life memories. Yeah, so this is fake. Not fake, but what a dumbass if you let your family, if you change anything in your life because of this. If you make a single decision based on your son dying in 9/11. You're a fucking idiot. But the clout probably felt nice, dude.
I'm sure it felt great in her circles.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, now she's 9/11 kid mom. Mm-hmm. And if that's what you want,
if she was just some weird Fifth Element wannabe bitch.
Which again, Bruce
Cade
Willis.
was
Sorry,
our
man.
surprise
Whoa, born the day after me.
7 years ago.
When my son was born, it was an amazing experience, of course.
The first time I held him in my arms was amazing because I wasn't supposed to be able to have children.
Cade was
Sorry, I'm jumping the bit rate up.
different. He was like a
I mean, when you put that music and filter on it.
Yeah, who scored this baby?
Hans Zimmer did some work on the baby videos of Cade.
different. He was like an old man.
No, he's not. He's
wasn't
just
like
a
the
fat,
bouncing
featureless baby, dude. I'm sorry that men look like this now, but they didn't always. He's not an old soul. He's just a fucking,
He's a baby.
Yeah.
He just always looked at you like, what are you and who are you?
He's drooling and expressionless.
Yeah, it's just an underdeveloped baby, perhaps.
Oh, yeah, dude, he's staring right into my soul right now.
Oh my God, he's screaming.
2.5 months old. It's amazing.
That guy's tired from a hard day work.
Early walker, early everything. At 1.5, 2 years old, he was using.
He was using heroin, I'm assuming she was about to say. Oh, man. Okay, I guess we'll drop it back down to 360p if we're not getting... What's going on? I'm gonna have to have it out with Verizon after this. The bit rate is killing me. Well, I'm not gonna waste any time on it. This is all horseshit. Let's... You know what I would like to see? And this should... Once you go public with this kind of stuff, I think... there should be like a HIPAA clause where it's like, okay, if you're making an extraordinary claim about your baby, let me see your antidepressant stack from your pregnancy.
Oh, for sure.
Let me see. Let me see. I want to know, what were you on? What did they wean you off of when you found out you were pregnant because it had slightly fewer birth defect opportunities? Did they take you off of Zoloft, or did they put you on Zoloft because it would, it affects your children. It affects you, and you can see it in their face, and you go, we had a couple of different cocktails in our bloodline, and I will. I said Zoloft first, but that was my favorite one. Those are my favorite. Zoloft babies are the most pleasant, evenly keeled babies you will ever meet, dude. They won't disturb anyone. They'll be very quiet. Extremely sweet. I don't know that they'll ever dazzle you with their intelligence, but you will appreciate their their overall vibe. If you're honestly, if you value the vibes with your baby and you're on antidepressants, just think about switching to Zoloft. Okay. I don't think I enjoyed any of the other. I don't think I liked any of the other ones and their side effects and out effects.
Wait, you use Zoloft before?
No, not me.
Oh.
No, not me.
Her.
But yeah, I've talked about this before. One of Mary Jo's her doctor moved her to Zoloft during a pregnancy, and it was the only when we fucked around with antidepressants and stuff like that. That was the only solid move. That was the one time where I was like, okay, that was a move. That wasn't a lateral move or a back step. That one was nice. But now we're heavily against them.
Yeah.
Now that I've seen that world, with plenty of time in the trenches, it's nothing. We don't do any of that shit.
That Kate started talking about he was falling with Slay, I started to think, could he have been?
Yeah, if you're thinking the point stands. I was hoping that we would see a little bit of older Cade, but we're not going to. The point stands, dude. If you're questioning, if you seriously go for a second, was my son in 9/11? It's like, babe, I don't know, man. Maybe we need to like join a club or something. Maybe we need to get you a hobby, babe.
Yeah.
Get your girl onto something.
I mean, but then there's like a small conspiratorial part of my mind where it's like, can consciousnesses get crossed somehow? Like, what is a soul? We don't know what a soul is. We don't know what consciousness is.
True.
Like, is it possible that there could just be frequencies like in the air and somehow get downloaded into boring white women's babies?
Yeah, are your thoughts preserved? Now, here's the thing, though. If you're, let's say your whatever, your spirit, your consciousness, let's say that is permanent, it can't be destroyed. I don't know if you could keep it in one place when you die. I think it gets scattered. You know, the atoms get spread out, and I don't know that you'll ever be able to form a thought again. But your thoughts and energies will be, kind of recycled back into, the universe essentially. I don't know that they're going to be put into a baby whole, like all of, I guess it is possible that all of your brain atoms end up being recycled into this one baby.
Or like it could depend on how you die. Like if you die peacefully, your consciousness and your soul kind of just like disperses like vapor. But if you die tragically,
like slow trickles out.
Yeah, and you just like,
but 9/11
reaching across the world. Yeah,
it gets splattered on the walls and shit. Okay. Yeah, so this kid's he wasn't on in 9/11.
Nah, I don't believe him.
This kid, no.
The top comment on Reddit is my niece used to cry for her quote family in Africa.
Okay.
Yeah, and are there implications for the way that the medical establishment treats children and how we kind of maybe shouldn't be listening to children that young about this kind of stuff? Yeah, of course, duh. But you guys don't need me to tell you about that.
Yeah, so sometimes every now and again we get to be around people that kind of raise their kids a little differently than us. And we go on like Ansley's has some family members that raise their kids differently than we raise our kids. And we'll be around them. And so when it's time to go, they'll give their kid, okay, we're going to leave in 5 minutes. And with me, I'm like, all right, we're leaving now. Like,
shoes on.
Get your shoes on.
Get your shoes on. Okay, shoes on. Yeah.
Right? And so I told the kids they had to get off their tablets. Right? Like all the kids have to get off their tablets. And the other kids started talking to me. He's like, why do we have to get off our tablets?
It's because I fucking said so.
I said, because I don't negotiate with children.
Ooh.
And
man,
you could see like both parents like stop. Like, how is
right? You're not talking to the child. You're talking for the parents at that point. Yeah.
And like stop to like eyes on the like, how is this gonna go?
Yeah.
And
okay, Bryce, you heard Finn's dad. We're getting ready to go now.
Yeah.
Like,
he just stopped. He was just like, he put his tablet down and was like, this dude's not. I'm also black. And he's obviously not. He's Ansley's family.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. Oh,
so
man. Wow, doing strong black parenting around your white wife's family.
Yeah.
What an experience that is.
He also could be logging that in for when he's like in the future when he gains power. He's like, all right, I'll see you in 20 years, Sid. Yeah.
Whoa, that's the Kill Bill sequel.
Yeah.
When the lady's daughter has to get revenge 20 years in the future.
Yeah, we're gonna put a pin in this, Sid.
Okay. Yeah, that's the young master getting a scar on his face, the chosen boy, and he grows up to get it back eventually. Well, good luck, man. I think he's probably gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah, probably. He loves me.
I have some funny woman stuff that we wanted to go over from last week, but I got my attention yanked this week by this guy. Noah already knows about him. He's a perfume expert and possibly consultant online. Actually, you know what? This is the one that I want to watch, but it came up twice this week, and well, one of these two things is going to be the most insane thing this guy's ever said on camera. Noah, do you have one off the top of your head that I should look out for this guy?
No, they're all pretty good.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna take Art House Sean Levy's suggestion to heart here. I'm gonna assume that this one's crazy, and the quote tweet is even crazy.
But dude, it's like before you even start this, can I just say how much dudes that walk around wearing white pants are being protected by society? Because we like every dude that is walking around, we should be punching them in the head.
I never thought that was gonna be a thing. Growing up,
insane.
Growing up, I think I was taught to distrust men in white pants.
I don't trust unless they're painters. I don't trust them.
Yeah, unless they're painters and very stained. A painter with clean pants, I don't trust either.
Nah,
that's a Fed.
Yeah,
that guy's sitting in a surveillance van. This guy, yeah. So let's check out his perfume reviews real quick. Here we go.
And the last one I don't talk so much about is Perry Ellis 360 Red. I love it, man. It's the dildo of the fragrance industry, and yeah, it's not so funny actually. Still don't know how to talk about the topic of masturbating. It's difficult, man. I do it, but I don't come. And, if I can be that honest, but it's simply to boost my power type of vibe. All right. Ultimately, of course, I want to have a girlfriend and a wife.
And that's
turning that girlfriend into a wife and have great kids.
Oh, God.
So that's Perry Ellis 360 Red. And the last one I don't talk so much about is
he's just being real. He's letting you know.
Red.
Wow, dude, how quickly the curtain drops.
Of the fragrance industry, and yeah, it's not so funny actually. Still don't know how to talk about the topic of masturbating. Difficult, man. I do it, but I don't come. And, you know, if I can be that honest, but it's simply to boost my. If I can be that honest, but you know, it's
here you go. Ready? TFW. You do it, but you don't come.
If I can be that honest, but it's simply to boost my power.
My power.
Type of vibe. All right. Ultimately, of course, I want to have a girlfriend and a wife.
He needs a girlfriend.
Turning that girlfriend into a wife and have great kids. So that's Perry Ellis 360 Red. The last one I don't talk so much about is
all right.
Perry Ellis
I want to get more into him, but let's this is supposed to be crazier if I'm to believe. Let me get this right. Art House Sean Levy. Firaga, walk with me. By the way, that's a reference that I get. If you get the double reference of Firaga, walk with me. You're my homie. We walk together.
Memorizes for me pain and growth. I had a woman. She tried to sue me for rape. My father died. A guy totally financially destroyed me. I had experience with gay people, and these gay people tried to. You know, they try to, how do you say that? Like, force me to do stuff, or otherwise they will tell. Now, I'm not afraid of this whole shit. You see, guys, if you go through the deepest of the deepest, and you survive, then you can fuck life, baby. You can fuck life, and you have a boner. Love it. Power.
He keeps it real.
Okay, spitting? Maybe?
Yeah, he keeps it real.
This song memorizes for me pain and
Yeah, so, you know, it's crazy watching a guy, like, I think blatantly attempting to do American Psycho and somehow coming off weirder. You know, I think if Christian Bale was this good at being American Psycho, no one would be able to afford him. And this is just a normal guy trying to use his brain. And we're walking the same planet as him. Closeted gay man, I think, right off the bat. Duh.
Yeah, I'm very. So here's my black conservative brain is hinging on this one point where.
By the way, European dude, I don't claim this guy. He looks white, but that's European. Something maybe Eastern Europe. I don't know what the Polish. What is he?
Who knows? He could be like Swiss or something. Honestly,
I think I'm closer to Sydney than this guy.
Yeah, for sure.
Like on the evolutionary chart.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, my genus I think is closer.
I also always struggle with Europeaners or gay.
Europeaners.
Damn. Get him, Danny.
Like I can't tell if they're gay or not. I think they're all gay, and they always have to prove me otherwise.
The baseline is gay.
Yeah.
Like everybody with like they're like all European accents on men are gay.
Yeah, and just how they dress and
yeah.
So at the top you've got black guys. Let's call them standard for dudes now. Just below them, white people who are in parentheses in the dress.
Mm-hmm.
Below them are European guys who are gay until proven otherwise.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, and I'm sorry to any of our European listeners, but I think you understand exactly what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not mince words, okay? Let's greet each other as equals and understand that you guys are gay.
Are we talking even like British guys, Irish guys?
Dude, I was just thinking like even Jason Statham.
You think Jason? Well, he's an actor.
See what I'm saying?
He is an actor. If you are acting,
And
it's kind of gay already.
Also, before he was an actor,
Swimmer.
he was a diver.
Yes. I saw that video. Yeah.
Diver.
He's kind of nasty.
Yeah. And listen, I've said this before. Diving for men is one of the gayest things that you can do. Yeah. If you're jumping into the water and trying to not make a mess, that's gay. That is so gay.
Yeah, the shaving all of your body hair part off, that's performance.
Yeah.
Trying to tiptoe into the water like a lady, no thank you.
No.
But doesn't Jason say, doesn't he even do like a Cockney thing sometimes? Like, oh yeah, I'm going to have to shoot this guy.
Yeah.
You want me to shoot him in his bollocks? Like that,
Yeah.
You think that's gay too? You don't think that's super tough?
Well, because he's being like, isn't this what a tough guy would do? I'm being such a tough guy right now.
Right, guys?
Yeah.
Right, guys?
Hey, do you think that was good?
Oh man.
I'm being so tough right now. Do you want me to sound like that?
This is the performance of my life. My life. I have to just get through this, do some spin kicks on Chinese fellas, then I'll get to suck some cock. Yeah, I guess that they're all gay.
Yeah.
This guy starts off with the rape denial, goes into dad dying, kind of buries that one in the middle. You almost forget about it by the end, and then seems to forget what extortion is.
Yeah.
And then you know, he clearly started down this train of thought. He was going to go, look, man, my life was falling down around me. Some fucking bitch said I raped her. My dad died. And then these gay guys did this thing where it was like, and he stops himself because what he wants to say is, I had sex with gay guys and they were going to expose me. And then he was like, they said they were going to do this like idea about saying I was gay or something, unless I did. Anyway, not everything was great for me.
and growth. I had a woman. She tried to sue me for rape. My
Which is like, woman?
father died. A guy totally.
Dad killed him. By the way, Dad killed himself when he saw your cologne dildo. When you how to talk about that topic of masturbation? He's, you know, I do it, but I don't come, and you know, I like girls, but I don't have sex with them, and I hate having sex with guys, but I do it a lot. It's like that whole thing. Anyway, that's Perry Ellis.
It does bother me that he seems to have a very nice apartment.
Yeah, dude, have you ever met gay guys and gone back to their apartment with them to pick something up, and then they want you to stay longer?
No, that's more of your thing.
Yeah. They keep it.
No, everyone does that.
Yeah, they keep a pretty neat space.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like it starts with your butthole. When you're manicuring, when you are perfectly when you're creating a tablescape in your butthole for guys to use, your entire life radiates from that, and it becomes sort of like you're only as spotless as your butthole, basically.
Destroyed me.
And I mean, this dude's fucking, he's got a whistler on him, man. There's a glare coming off of this dude's ring.
He's got anal sheen.
With gay people, and these gay people try to.
All right, how do I say what they did and leave out that I had sex with them?
And like he can't even stop himself from doing this.
Yeah.
You know, they try to. How do you say that? Like,
he's teetering between extortion and blackmail. He doesn't have either word in his head, but he's bouncing back and forth between the concepts. If he says blackmail, then they have evidence of me having sex with guys. If he says extortion, then it's like, what were they threatening to, like, unless you demonstrated the word rape 2 sentences ago. You could say they were going to rape you. What you're talking about is they were going to expose you for sliding that thing down on them.
Like, force me to do stuff.
Like have the anus sex.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not afraid of this whole shit.
This might actually be David Beckham for all I know. I'm pretty sure this is David Beckham. He has the exact same face, hair. I don't like when a guy's chest is this tan. Your chest should be kind of white. You can have tan arms, but anything below, like I'll give you to about here for tan. When this area right here is you have an even tan all the way up through your throat. I don't like that.
Yeah.
You're
he also
outside
seems
thinking too much.
hairless, like body wise. Like
oh yeah.
He has no body hair. That makes me uncomfortable when men get rid of all their body hair.
He's naturally hairless, like a Chinese man.
Yeah, he'd like you to believe that.
You see, guys, if you go through the deepest of the deepest, and you survive, then you can fuck life, baby. You can fuck.
Yeah, that part I get. I fuck with that part though. When he goes Super Saiyan about fucking life, that's the message I want to leave you guys with. Actually, he does eventually stumble onto a point when you plumb the depths and you come out on the other side, and don't act like you're not going through it. You have to face it head on, and when you come out on the other side, you fuck life. And I think that's the perfect note for us to take a little break and head over to the Patreon. Danny, is that about that time?
Yep.
Oh man, and we still have these I need to close these fucking tabs, dude. So help me come over to the Patreon and help me do that. It's patreon.com/Tim Butterly. We're gonna continue hanging out with Sid the motherfucking kid. And we have a very nice special episode coming up in a couple of weeks that I'm not even gonna talk about, but Sid's a part of it, and I'm excited to show you guys. Sidney, plug your stuff.
Yeah, check out Break the World with Sidney Gantt, the best solo podcast in the known galaxy.
Let's go.
And you can also, I referenced it a little earlier, you can check out the episode where I did the top 11 gayest sports.
Ooh. Oh, we didn't even talk Olympics, but go ahead.
Yeah. Oh my God, yes.
Yeah, we got plenty.
Yeah. Yeah, and then at Sidney Gantt on all social media, preferably Instagram.
Hell yeah. Noah. First of all, let's show him the painting.
Let's show him the painting. Accountant Baby in the World Trade Center. We're doing Accountant Baby in the World Trade Center.
And it's like, look, he knows so much.
He knows so. He has a wise face. It's like
saying, "What are you?"
He's a baby, but he's looking at you like, "What's your deal?
Who even are you?
What's your deal? I know you. I've known you for decades."
I feel like that baby's staring more into my soul than fucking Cade.
Yeah, it's like because that's a brain dead baby.
Was this the idea for Boss Baby, by the way? Yeah. Don't forget, but that's not the point.
Oh, I love the Boss Baby.
Two-headed dog.
So we got Two-Headed Dog. Go on YouTube at Two-Head Dog. If you look up Two-Headed Dog on YouTube, it's a lot of Soviet experiments.
But you want that kind of barrier.
You want that
anyone, you don't want anyone stumbling.
You don't want anybody to find it. You really got to search. You really got to search for it. Me and Dylan Smith were doing a lot of fun stuff on there. We just did a Chinese tea ceremony that I walked him through. Ooh. Very cool stuff. More arts and crafts stuff coming. We're working on sketches. So Two-Head Dog on YouTube. Look that up. Two-Headed Dog on Instagram. Patreon Two-Headed Dog Comedy. And then there's also Feel Something every Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. We did Malcolm in the Middle last week. That was great.
Ooh, did you start with They Might Be Giants? Or
Of course.
I was wondering if you started or ended with it or did both.
I ended with Sum 41. In Too Deep.
Brutal. Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and that's it.
Terrific. And I think, I'm pretty sure this is locked in now, Danny. December 7th at Soul Joel's in Pottstown, Pennsylvania.
Yep. Philly Comedy
Festival 2.
Should go on sale around the first week of September. Trying to get some ducks in order. Reach out to your favorite comedians. Tell them to fucking do it.
Yeah. Yeah, let's make this a let's make this a fucking grassroots campaign, and we'll see you guys there. If you're watching this today, Thursday, I want you to know this Friday and Saturday I'm in Louisville, Kentucky, and Sunday I'm in Columbus, Ohio. I've got way more dates. I just shared. Hold on. I just uploaded links for new shows. I've got, in addition to Louisville, Columbus. I've got Portland, Maine, Boston, Massachusetts, New Britain, Connecticut, Janesville, Wisconsin, Tacoma, Washington. In November, 14th, 15th, and 16th, I'm doing Greeley, Colorado, Casper, Wyoming, and Denver, Colorado.
That's sick.
I'm begging me to hit Colorado again, and I'm just over the moon to be able to deliver on this. More shows coming all the time. I'm never gonna fucking stop getting out there and begging you guys for weed, and I appreciate that. Also, watch Dad Meat. It's live every week, and I feel like that's something people value, and it's just a high quality thing, and it's me and the Rain Train. Aside from that, that's all I need to ask you for your time. Oh, also, if you're here on my YouTube channel and you're not subscribed already, subscribe. I feel like I've already dragged everyone over to Twitch that I'm going to get, but I'm doing great stuff over there. I've got a couple of different ongoing gaming series, low pressure stuff. I'm playing through that Drowned God video game that was made by the guy that stabbed his wife 30 times to mercy kill her because she had multiple sclerosis. And it's a game about how all of human history has been faked by aliens, and it's exceptionally weird and cool. And also, we finally did it. We've cut the ribbon on Metal Gear Solid.
Let's go.
And I'm going to be I don't know if I'm cutting these down or just reposting them. They will make their way to YouTube eventually, but join us live on Twitch as I force Mary Jo to play through the Metal Gear Solid, at least Metal Gear Solid 1, hopefully the entire series.
Can I ask, how did the first one go?
Okay. I'm so glad you asked, because it was beyond my wildest hopes.
Now, were you hands off and letting her figure it out, or
we are doing a touching the controller counter? I kept it. I think I touched the controller one time and I said no, never again. I'm so sorry. Look, I wanted to explore whether or not women could appreciate the themes of Metal Gear Solid. I think this is important research. However, she's not as bad at the game as we expected. And so what all this is translating to is this is a perfect encapsulation of someone experiencing Metal Gear Solid for the first time. And I understand I'm talking to right now I am. When I penetrate the gaming algorithm, I'll see you guys later, dude. You're going to wish that you were more into this. It's a perfect encapsulation of someone's first experience with Metal Gear Solid. And if you enjoyed it when you were a kid, this scratches the itch way better than going back and playing the video game yourself again, because you go, oh man, I didn't actually like the game that much. I liked the feeling of being 12. That's why I actually attached such fond memories to this. This captures the original experience a little bit more, and I think that plenty more to come. So that's twitch.tv/TimButterly.
Nice.
Yeah. Can I also add that if it takes you more than 2 stabs to mercy kill your wife, you have miscalculated the need to mercy kill your wife.
I can't think of anything I would need 30 of to kill my wife.
You know what I mean?
And we talked about that. I think maybe slaps, but I still would take the under.
Yeah.
I can kill my wife in less than 30 slaps.
I think if I was throwing Skittles at my wife, I could get it under 30.
Yeah. A half a bag of Skittles.
Yeah.
I could probably use less than 30 words. I mean, give me a knife? That's crazy. I might not even use the sharp end. Yeah. So we'll see you guys over there. Thanks for everything.
Bye.